What if I told you you can profit from both bull and bear markets automatically without staring at charts all day long? That's exactly what the Pionex Futures DCA Bot does. It combines both dollar cost averaging and futures trading so you can make consistent gains whether the market pumps or dumps. In today's video, I'll break down how the bot works, when to use it, and some pro tips to avoid getting liquidated. So stay tuned till the end because I'll also share how I personally use this bot to grow my crypto stack even when the markets look scary. Now, this isn't your regular DCA bot that buys dips on the spot market. The Futures DCA bot works on the futures market, meaning you can go long or short on a coin. That's powerful because you can earn when the market falls by shorting it, or when the market rises by going long. Think of it as a smart autopilot for futures trading. It opens multiple small positions over time instead of one big risky entry. This reduces your liquidation risk and gives you a smoother average entry price no matter how volatile the market gets. A quick interruption for the video. We all know that crypto is a fast-paced world and you need somewhere to get this information as fast as they happen on the blockchain. To do that, just join the Liquidated email newsletter and I'll be dropping this alpha into your email inbox to update you on the hot narratives and what's trending on the crypto market. The link to subscribe to the Liquidated email newsletter is in the description below. So in order to open your Futures DCA bot, just go to your Pionex account. At the bottom here is where you access the bot. Just click on the bot and then you'll now have the create part. So here we have a list of these bots supported here. Now we want to go onto the features part in order to access this Futures DCA bot. So you can see it's under the popular bots and it's the second one after cross margin futures grid. So just click on the Futures DCA bot and then you choose your coin. So you have a long list of supported coins here, but let's just go with Bitcoin USDT. And then now we have some of the AI created strategies here that you can copy from, or you can go with your own customized settings. So let's just go with the AI one, and then we'll be choosing the third one, which is the bullish trend aggressive one. Then we click on copy. So for this one you'll need a minimum of 55 USDT in order to start running this bot. So if at all we don't choose this one, then we can go with our own customized one. So as you can see, when we choose the Bitcoin one, we have either to long or short the market. So that's why we are saying with the futures market, you don't rely on the market going up in order to make profit. For the spot one, it needs the market to just go up, then you buy the dip when the market goes down. For this one, you can either profit by market going up or down. So when you go to under the short, now you have other AI strategy that you can use in order to profit from the market. So if we go with the long one and then we choose the third one, which will make us the most profit, but now this one is more of an aggressive strategy. It means that you can easily lose your money by using a 10x leverage instead of using something like a 5x. But we also have a way to reduce our liquidation by adding more margin into our bot. So let's just go to this one, and then now we can see here some of the information. The APY is 1597%, then the max drawdown is 3%. Then this bot will be adding position when the price falls 0.382%, and then we'll be getting our profit, or it will be selling our Bitcoin in order to give us the USDT profits when the market rises by 1.779%. The volume scale is 1.1, the safety orders are 8. Let's put arbitrary amount here as our investment amount, which is USDT. When we use 60 USDT, we can see our liquidation price will be 98.3k. When the price of Bitcoin drops to that amount, then our investment or our collateral will be liquidated by Pionex. So this one we've used the auto reserve. So from $60, Pionex will take a part of that one as our margin in order to reduce our liquidation amount. We can as well turn off the auto reserve in order to put our own margin. So when we turn it off, we can put our own extra margin. So let's assume I had like $80. Now I want to use $60 as the one that will be traded, and then the $20 as my extra margin for reducing my liquidation price. So I'll put $20 as the extra margin, and now from the $20 you can see my liquidation price will be reduced from 98k to 94.1k. So if at all I had extra amount of USDT, then I can now turn off that auto reserve so that all the $60 will be used as investment to open my positions. So I already have one of these Futures DCA bot. I closed one earlier which I made profit of $8 from, and then I added more money into this bot. Now I have one running with $60 and extra margin of $16. And then when we go to the details, you can see some of the placed positions here. So once you open this bot, it will have an initial open price. So my average cost was 111.4k. That's the initial position. Then I have some other position which are lower than 111. So when the price of Bitcoin starts to dip, this bot will keep on buying this Bitcoin for me. And then when the price rises, I will get this position closed out and get my profit. This is why it's so powerful to use the Futures DCA bot. You can actually use leverage. You can crank up your leverage in order to reduce your investment amount. Then the bot will now be buying when the market dips at a certain price intervals, instead of just entering with one huge position which increases your liquidation risk. It now averages your position by placing them at some intervals and also helping with reducing your liquidation risk. So you can see from this bot, I will be liquidated when the market reaches 94.2k. The beauty is that I can again increase my extra margin to make this liquidation price even lower. As I've compared this bot with the one I was running earlier, which is the Bitcoin coin and futures, the Futures DCA bot makes way more profit than this coin and futures. It might take time to get the profit, but when it does, the profits are very huge as compared to the coin and futures real bot. So I want to test out these two bots and see where can I put more of my money in order to gain more. But here's where people mess up. They crank up the leverage or don't understand liquidation levels. Imagine if you open one huge 10x position at once. If the price moves 10% against you, you are liquidated. But if you DCA that same position into 10 smaller entries, each spaced out by the price intervals, your liquidation price becomes way lower. That's why using the Futures DCA bot is a smarter way to trade leverage. It spreads out your risk. Here is a pro level trick. Run two DCA bots, one short and one long on the same coin. This is called a hedge setup. When the market dumps, your short bot earns, and when the market recovers, your long bot catches the upside. You can adjust the agreed size and DCA frequency based on volatility, almost like having your own algorithm running 24/7. The biggest advantage of this bot isn't even the profits, it's the discipline. The Futures DCA bot never gets emotional, never panic sells, and never chases green candles. It simply follows your rules every single time. That's what separates consistent traders from emotional ones. You don't have to outsmart the market every day. Just automate your discipline. So if you've been looking for a way to trade leverage safely and make profits whether the market pumps or dumps, the Futures DCA Bot is worth trying. Start small, understand the mechanics, and let the bot do what humans fail at: staying consistent. If you are ready to automate your trading with precision, I've dropped my Pionex link in the description. Start your Futures DCA Bot today and test it out risk-free.